Hi there, welcome to a practice today with the planet Venus. Venus embodies the power of the pentagram. The pentagram represents, is that five-pointed star that represents all five of the elements: earth, air, fire, water, and ether. These elements combined stimulate the ability to love. How do we spell love? Time. So we're going to give ourselves time and love with all the elements today through a very goddessy practice with Venus. A very goddessy yin practice where we're going to hold each pose for 5 minutes. We're going to start with an exercise, a breathing exercise called 5 breaths. So just take a breath to prepare. We'll just go straight in there. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. And we're going to inhale for 5 counts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold the breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let the breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold the breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring the breath back in. 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. 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 Breathe normally. We'll do another round of that, so take a deep breath when you're ready to prepare. Inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. And then when you're ready, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale. Breathe normally. This kind of breathing at least teaches us how to love the breath. How to love having our breath to ourselves. Beautiful. And now we're going to take the legs into straddle position. Oh no, actually you guys, let's stand up first. I'm going to do an exercise called knocking on the door. So bring your feet hip width apart and just start to turn your shoulders. And as you do so, you can slightly turn your hips too, as long as your feet are sort of staying put. As you do so, one of your hands will gently sort of thump your belly while the other hand comes behind you. And then the same on the other side. So you're swinging your arms, gently thumping the belly as the other hand comes behind you. Allowing the body to move and enjoying that movement of the body. So our practice today is helping us to feel nourished and comfortable in the body. So it's really nice just to take a moment, just freestyling before we actually start with the long holds. We've just worked with the air element with the 5 breaths, and now we're working with the water element. This twisting pose along with a gentle slapping of the hands is very, very good for the kidneys. And you can go as quickly or as slowly as you like. It's quite nice. We're sort of knocking on the door of ourselves, saying, right, I'm going to come in for a while today. I'm going to come inside and give myself time. And how do we spell love? Time. Keep going, you guys. Let the movement be fluid. Remind yourself that you're working with the water element. Let the head be nice and fluid. If you need to stop and rest, and then come back in whenever you're ready. Knocking on the door of the self in preparation for what is to come. Almost there, just another 30 seconds or so. Beautiful. And now when you're ready, now bring yourself down to the earth, working with the earth element. Bring the legs into a nice, comfortable straddle position. Take your time getting there. And just start this sitting up for a little while your legs adjust. Work with the sensation that is arising. And then as this sensation starts to soften, then you can start to take this into a fold if it's comfortable for your body. Prop yourself up with blankets and blocks. We're going to be here for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to leave you here, giving you time with yourself. Time with yourself equals love. And love is the very energy of the planet Venus. Letting yourself gently, gently, gently settle in. You're working with the earth element here, so just let your energy move down. Beautiful. Let's inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back to vertical reality. So bring the body back up if you're folded. And paying attention to the transition, let's just turn the body now to look over one of your outstretched legs. So the legs stay in straddle. We're turning the body. And we can stay here, or we can fold forward if that's what the body wants today. Speak to the first sensation, go slowly, don't push past anything. There's no pushing with the planet Venus, you're just open and receptive. And very, very relaxed. Let this practice be a nourishment and not a punishment in honor of the planet Venus. The energy of this planet helps us to feel nourished and comfortable in the body. It encourages us to be open and receptive to whatever is, rather than trying to make anything happen. Just work with what is. Again, we're still in that straddle pose, so we're still working with the earth element. So just let everything drop down. Drop your energy down. As best you can, try to stay anchored in the opposite hip. Try to allow the breath. An indicator that we've gone too far would be difficulty breathing. So if that's the case, come out, find the breath, and be open to what is, and drop into that. Beautiful. Inhale here. Slowly, slowly, slowly on your exhale, bring yourself back to vertical reality. And in your own good time, turn your body to look over the other outstretched leg, so go the other way. And this might be enough. Just start to work here. Take your time. You've got a whole 5 minutes. And if you want to fall forward, if the body is letting you do that, then brilliant. Try to anchoring through the opposite hip. But the artistry really of a yin practice is to not push past yourself. We're not shoving yourself out of the way to get somewhere. We're seeing what is and working with the present moment, the present body. Giving ourselves beautiful, beautiful time, beautiful, beautiful love. Still working with the earth element, let your energy drop down. Allow the breath to be deep, even and easy. Notice any unnecessary gripping in the body and let it go. Let the energy go down, down, down into the earth. Okay, so inhale here. And on your exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly bring yourself out. And now super, super slowly draw your legs in. Take Baddha Konasana. Just for a few breaths here. Bringing the soles of the feet together, knees go wide. And then when you're ready, draw the knees together. Grab your 2 blocks and bring one of them just underneath your shoulders, sort of at the area where, if you wear a bra, your bra strap would be. Sorry, any man who might wear a bra, I don't know. Anyway, and the other block we're going to bring behind the head. You can adjust the height of your blocks as necessary for your body, so you can go low level with both blocks if you want, or low level with one block, and you can have the head to the block, or if you're very flexible, you can take the block away and have the block to the floor. Have the head to the floor, sorry. Coming into supported fish now. One of my favorite yin poses. Beautiful heart opener. Works with the air element. Just take your time to get comfortable, and when you're ready, just settling in. Don't be overly ambitious. Work with what is. Let your practice be a nourishment and not a punishment. Working with Venus. This planet embodies the power of the pentagram. It moves through the sky in the shape of a pentagram. And the pentagram, at its purest form, is symbolic of all 5 elements, each 5 points of the star. And the 5 elements are earth, air, fire, water, and ether. All 5 elements combined stimulate the ability to love. So feel your heart in this practice, feel your heart in this pose. Feel yourself open and receptive, embodying that goddess vibration of receptivity. Working with the air element, try to breathe as deeply as possible. Really use this pose to really exploit your full lung capacity. Breathing in abdomen, chest, and collarbones. Let the legs relax. Let the lungs open. How do we spell love? Time. So take this time with yourself. Give yourself this kind of love. If your awareness and your attention starts to move outside of yourself, just gently pull it back into the sensation and flood that sensation with a ton of breath. Beautiful. Let's inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly bring yourself out in whatever way works. Bring yourself off of the blocks in whatever way works. You might want to take a moment, just hug the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side if that feels good for the body. And then slowly bring yourself to one side. Push yourself up onto all fours. And let's just take cat-cow. Just to move some of that energy. Up and down the spine. Moving that beautiful air energy up and down the spine as you move and breathe. Gorgeous. Okay, our next pose is called Broken Wings, working with the fire element. What we're going to do for this one, you guys, is come onto all fours and actually come down onto your belly as if you're going to take Sphinx pose, which we will, but not just yet. What I'd like you to do is take one of your arms underneath you so it's crossing over at the chest, and then just lie down on this arm. The other arm can be used as a pillow to support your head. So you're just letting one arm come across your chest and lying as best you can over this arm, using the other arm as a pillow. Take a moment to get yourself set up there. Use blankets if you need to support you. If you're tight in your lower back, you want to bring a blanket under your hips, that's fine. If you need a block for your head instead of your arm, that's fine too. If this is too much, you could just do thread the needle with the arms. But we're going in now for 5 minutes. I chose this pose today for this practice because it's said that Venus enhances the emotional bonds of the heart. And the arms are an extension of the heart. So as you lie here, you might want to think of somebody that you love, somebody that you're bonded to, or something that you love or are bonded to. And I wouldn't usually say bring that into your practice, but just for today, you can bring that into your practice if it helps you get through the fire of this pose. We're working with the fire element, and there's a kind of understanding that fire is not always the most comfortable thing. Also, this understanding that we don't want our practice to burn us, although it's nice if the practice can generate some heat. And it's up to us to find that balance between what is burning and what is just a gentle radiating heat. How do you know if you're going too far? You'll notice the breath becomes shallow and becomes difficult. So if the breath isn't easy, then back off, do less. You're almost halfway through now, guys. I'm going to leave you with it. Leave you with the emotional bonds of your heart, the people that you're bonded to. And if you did need to back off, if it is too much, you've always got the option of doing thread the needle, or you've got the option of doing this pose with your lower body more in child's pose as opposed to just supine. Inhale here, you guys, well done. As you exhale, slowly unravel yourself. You might want to push back into child's pose just to give your lower back a little break. It might be that you can just sort of raise yourself up into Sphinx and just swap the arms over. But let's find our way to the second side in your own good time. I remind you that you've got thread the needle or doing this same pose in child's pose if you need that as an option. You've also got the option, as with all yin poses, to support yourself with props, with blocks, pillows, blankets, whatever works. We're going in now for the second side. Working with the planet Venus, working with this yin practice and with the fire element in this pose to enhance the emotional bonds of the heart. Enhance our relationships. All of the things in our lives that we are beautifully tied to, that help to anchor us in, that give us joy. And if you find that this pose is igniting your inner fire, just breathe more. Breathe more. Add more air. Add more earth, let the energy drop down. Add more water, let any rigidity in your thought process start to move and flow. If you feel the urge to fidget, just ask yourself, can I just stay still for 3 more breaths? And notice how the body changes, how the body adjusts. Inhale here. Exhale. Gently, in whatever way works, bring yourself out of that. You can come briefly into child's pose. If it works for your body, or you can come straight into Sphinx pose here. That mysterious Sphinx that sits alongside the pyramids, the mysterious pyramids. Even today, still so much mystery around how and why these objects were built, and why are they there, and what were they used for, and what did they symbolize. This very mysterious energy of the Sphinx. We're still working with the fire element. Ground down through your tailbone. Open up through your chest. Relax your face, relax your neck and head. Super mysterious Sphinx. That's hard to say. Super mysterious Sphinx. Works with the aspect of Venus that gives us access to hidden mystery. Like I said, Venus is very symbolic of the goddess traditions, the mystery schools, the mystery, what lies beneath the surface. So in Sphinx pose here, let your awareness travel deep inside of you, the mystery that you are. And you can ask the planet Venus to come in and help you dive deeper into that mystery. And I'm going to leave you two alone for the next three minutes or so. We're working with the fire element in Sphinx pose. So if it's getting a little bit roasty toasty in there, just ground a little more through your sacrum. Add a bit more air to your lungs. Add a bit more water to your mind. Just throw a bucket of water over the thoughts that say, when will this end? And I can tell you, you've got about 30 seconds left now, you guys. Inhale here. And as you exhale, gently start to push yourself out of this, up and back to child's pose. After all of that heat, we're grounding down, making contact with the earth, letting the body settle. There's no greater stabilizer for the human body than contact with the earth. As you feel the planet underneath you, you can feel yourself surrounded in beauty. The beautiful world that you live in. This vibration of appreciating beauty resonates with the planet Venus. She's all about the beauty. Feel the beauty of the world around you, the beauty inside yourself. Beautiful child of Gaia. And then bring yourself slowly up to seated. We're going to grab a block, and I'd like you to lie down. Lift your hips and pop the block underneath your sacrum, which is the large triangular bone at the base of your spine. Do not have the block into your spine whatsoever. We don't want the block into the delicate structure of the lower back. We want it under that triangular bone of the sacrum, just across the top of the buttocks. And once you find comfort in your block, you can slowly start to extend both of your legs towards the end of your mat. You can flex the feet at first, just imagine you're pushing an invisible wall away from you. If this is not acceptable for your body today, you can take supported bridge. Or you can just extend one leg at a time. This pose works with the water element. We're looking at all of the organs within the pelvis that deal with the elimination of water here. We're also looking at the sacral chakra, which is all about the water inside of us. For me, when I tap into my sacral chakra, the area of the pelvis is all about nourishment. That feminine energy. Or that masculine energy too, that deals with the reproductive organs, that nourishes life. As we work with all 5 elements through the power of the pentagram and the power of Venus, the 5 elements of earth, air, fire, water, and ether, as we work with all these 5 elements and combine them in this practice, we stimulate the ability to love. And nothing in this world is more nourishing than that. I'm going to leave you with that thought for the next 3 minutes. Take a loving inhale here. And as you exhale, let's plant your feet back to the mat. Gently lift your hips. Taking the block away from underneath you and start to unravel the spine back to the mat here. And once your hips find your mat, you can rise your knees up towards your chest. And keeping your upper body where it is as best you can, just let your lower body fall to one side. Let your knees fall to one side for a twist here. And in this pose, we're still staying with the water element. But for me, it's like I can feel this pose kind of through the sacrum, the lower back, the hips. But I can also feel it through my heart center. So wherever you are, just connect with the love inside of yourself. Connect with the love inside of yourself. Inhale here, you guys. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly bring yourself back to center. Take your time. Be kind, be loving during the transitions from one side to another. Allow your knees to drop over to the other side when you're ready for that same twist on the second side. Inhale here, you guys. And as you exhale, gently bring your legs back to center. And now we're going to come into Shavasana, but I would like you to take a very open Shavasana today, like an open star. So you become that 5-pointed star. You embody the 5 elements of air, earth, fire, water. And in this pose, we're working with the element, the mysterious hidden 5th element of ether. Make sure you're going to be warm enough for the next 10 minutes. Take up a ton of room. Settle yourselves in beautifully with the help of the planet Venus. Allow yourself to be open and receptive and embody that goddess vibration. Embody all 5 elements. Make sure you're nourished and comfortable. Surround yourself with beauty. And we're letting go now. How do we spell love? T-I-M-E. I'm going to leave you alone with yourself for the next 10 minutes. Let yourself relax. Be the open star that you are. Let yourself merge and drift and float with the mysterious element of ether. As you let go, relax. Okay, lovelies, just gently begin to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and your toes. Feel all the love that is inside you and bring it back into the room. Take your arms over your head. Take a deep stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes, stretching through the front body. And as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest, stretching through the back body. And just rocking a little side to side, eventually rocking to one side. Taking a moment here before pushing yourself back up to a comfortable seat. Beautiful. So once you find your seat, you guys, we're going to conclude our practice with Venus today by surrounding ourselves in beauty with a singing exercise where we're going to chant Om and create a sea of Oms. I appreciate that it's just me talking at the moment, so you guys will need to join in with me to create this sea of Oms. And we're just going to sing Om for 5 minutes. It's a very beautiful practice that we can do with our own breath, with our own voice, in whatever pitch is comfortable for you. Just coming in and letting go in whatever way feels right for you today. So I'm just going to sing Om now for 5 minutes and invite you guys to join me. And let's see what happens. Okay. Just taking a moment, just absorbing that beautiful vibration. It's resonating inside and out of you now. Thank you for a beautiful, beautiful practice today with the planet Venus. I dedicate to love and to peace, to all of you, to my gorgeous dog Floki, who has begun to sing with us in that sea of Oms. One who I love very much. All my love to you today. Namaste.